This fruit, the one probably sitting in your fridge right now, can shut down your dog's kidneys in less than 24 hours, and most owners have no idea. Today I'm going through the human foods that are actually dangerous for dogs, not the fake internet myths, but the real ones vets see in emergency rooms every single week. Some of these will genuinely surprise you. Stick around till the end because number one is the one that sends the most dogs to the ER, and I'll also tell you exactly what to do if your dog eats something on this list. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome to Paw Health Insight, where we break down dog health in a way that's simple, practical, and backed by real information. No fluff. Quick disclaimer before we start. I'm not a veterinarian, and this video is for general awareness, not a substitute for professional veterinary advice. If your dog has eaten something you're unsure about, always contact your vet or an animal poison control hotline immediately. I'll explain more on that near the end. All right, let's start with number 10. Number 10, onions, garlic, leeks, and chives. Basically anything in the allium family. These contain compounds that damage a dog's red blood cells, which can lead to anemia. The tricky part? Symptoms don't always show up right away. Sometimes it takes several days. Watch for weakness, pale gums, or your dog seeming unusually tired. And here's what surprises people. It's not just raw onion. Powdered onion and garlic, the kind hiding in gravies, baby food, and seasoning mixes, are actually more concentrated and just as risky. So that leftover pasta sauce? Not a safe treat. Number 9, and this one most people already know, chocolate. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, both of which dogs process much more slowly than we do. The darker and more concentrated the chocolate, the more dangerous it is. So baking chocolate and dark chocolate are far riskier than milk chocolate. Signs of chocolate trouble include restlessness, vomiting, a racing heart, and in serious cases, tremors or seizures. If your dog gets into chocolate, don't wait and see. Contact your vet right away, especially with dark or baking chocolate. Number 8 is the one I mentioned at the start, grapes and raisins. This is one of the strangest cases in veterinary medicine because scientists still don't fully know why grapes are toxic to dogs, but they know that they are, and it can cause sudden kidney failure, sometimes from a very small amount. What makes this one so dangerous is the unpredictability. Some dogs eat grapes with no issue, others get seriously sick from just a few. Because there's no way to know which dog you have, the safest rule is simple. 0 grapes, 0 raisins, ever, including in trail mix, granola bars, and baked goods. Number 7 is one of the most dangerous items on this entire list, and it's hiding in more products than you'd expect, xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar substitute found in sugar-free gum, some peanut butters, breath mints, and even certain toothpastes and baked goods. In dogs, it triggers a massive insulin spike, causing blood sugar to crash and in some cases liver damage. This one acts fast. Symptoms like vomiting, weakness, and loss of coordination can show up within 30 minutes. If you buy sugar-free peanut butter for yourself, check the label before it ever gets near your dog's bowl. This is an easy one to miss. Number 6, alcohol. This might seem obvious, but it's not always about a dog stealing a sip of beer. Alcohol shows up in unripe or fermenting fruit, raw bread dough, and certain desserts. Because of their smaller body size, even a small amount of alcohol affects a dog's central nervous system fast, causing disorientation, vomiting, and dangerously low body temperature. Raw dough is actually a double threat here, which brings us to the next one. Number 5, raw yeast dough. Here's what happens. A dog's warm stomach is the perfect environment for yeast dough to keep rising, which can cause severe, painful bloating. At the same time, the yeast produces alcohol as a byproduct, so your dog can end up dealing with both a dangerously expanded stomach and alcohol toxicity at once. If you bake at home and your dog is the type to countersurf, this is a bigger risk than most people realize. Number 4, macadamia nuts. Even a small handful can cause weakness, especially in the back legs, along with tremors, vomiting, and a mild fever. What's interesting is that vets still aren't entirely sure what compound in macadamia nuts causes this reaction, but the effect is well documented. The good news is that macadamia toxicity is rarely fatal on its own, but it's still extremely uncomfortable for your dog and always worth a vet call. Keep an eye on cookies, trail mixes, and baked goods that might contain them. Number 3, avocado. Avocado contains a compound called persin. In birds and some animals, persin is highly toxic, but here's a nuance most videos skip. For dogs specifically, persin mainly causes gastrointestinal upset like vomiting and diarrhea, rather than the severe organ damage seen in other species. The bigger hidden danger with avocado is actually the pit. It's a choking hazard and can cause a life-threatening intestinal blockage if swallowed. So even though the flesh itself is lower risk than people assume, keep whole avocados away from your dog entirely. Number 2, excess salt. Chips, pretzels, salted popcorn, cured meats. These can lead to a condition vets call salt poisoning or hypernatremia. Symptoms include excessive thirst, vomiting, and in severe cases, tremors or seizures. This one's sneaky because it usually isn't a single dramatic event. It's the slow habit of sharing salty snacks over time that causes problems, plus the risk of a dog getting into an entire bag at once during a party or holiday gathering. And here's number 1, the one that actually sends the most dogs to emergency vet clinics, especially around holidays. Fatty and fried foods. Think turkey skin, bacon grease, fried leftovers, ham fat trimmed off the plate. These trigger a condition called pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas, which causes severe abdominal pain, vomiting, and can become life-threatening if untreated. What makes this one so common is that it doesn't feel dangerous. It's not a scary word like chocolate or grapes. It's just leftovers. But vets see a massive spike in pancreatitis cases every Thanksgiving and Christmas for exactly this reason. This is genuinely the most underestimated item on this whole list. So what do you actually do if your dog eats one of these? First, stay calm but act quickly. Time matters a lot with these cases. Second, do not try home remedies you saw online, and never induce vomiting unless a vet specifically tells you to. Some substances cause more damage coming back up. Third, contact your vet immediately or an animal poison control hotline. Have this info ready: what your dog ate, roughly how much, and when. Fourth, if possible, bring the packaging or a photo of what they ate so the vet knows exactly what they're dealing with. I'll drop a couple of poison control resources in the description. It's worth saving that number in your phone right now before you ever need it. Let's do a quick recap of what to keep locked away from your dog. Onions and garlic, chocolate, grapes and raisins, xylitol, alcohol, raw dough, macadamia nuts, avocado pits especially, salty snacks, and the sneaky one, fatty, fried, or greasy leftovers. If even one of these surprised you, you're not alone. That's exactly why I made this video. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I'm building this channel from the ground up, and every subscriber genuinely helps. Drop a comment telling me which one on this list shocked you the most. I read every single one. Next video, I'm covering the early warning signs your dog is in pain that most owners completely miss. So make sure you're subscribed for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.